Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good day. Now we want to discuss about the cooling tower system. So this cooling tower system is one part of the district cooling system. In this session, we want to discuss the main function of the cooling tower system and also how the heat water can be converted again to be cool water in this cooling tower system. Now, so I read first that the cooling tower system are used to reject heat from the water cool center air conditioning system, water cool package unit, and process cooling system to the atmosphere. Now, so look at here. Yeah, this overall is cooling tower system. Yeah, tower system. Now, this cooling tower system normally is installed on the top of the building of the district cooling system or on the top of the chiller building. Now, so in here we can see, yeah, it is one tube, yeah, 1.5, yeah, 1.5, meaning it is pipe that enter from the condenser, yeah, of the chiller. Yeah, here, and then here is pan. Yeah, here's pan. And this one we can see there is kisi-kisi like this one. It is fill package, and then the air from the outside of the cooling system can enter this device. Now, so this cooling tower system, yeah, the main device can be divided by the first water spray system, and then the second packing material or fill packing here, and pan here. Or by block diagram, okay, we can see like this one, yeah? Like this one. Now, so it is one part of the cooling tower system. Yeah, it is pipe, and also this one is pipe. Yeah, it is enter pipe. Yeah, meaning the pipe rise from the condenser. Yeah, now so this one is the return pipe that go back to the condenser. For this pipe, yeah, has the warm water, meaning the temperature here is higher than this one. Yeah, when the cool water or warm water that come from the condenser, that it is pumped by the condenser water pump, yeah, goes to this cooling tower system. And here, yeah, inside of the cooling system will be sprayed. Yeah, this warm water will be sprayed. Now, so in here, yeah, because here, yeah, this one has the air from the outside. Now enter here, yeah, and then in the same time, the warm water will drop, yeah, below here, and then we have in here basin. Yeah, one process heat here, yeah, meaning the latent heat and also sensible heat are occurs here. Now, so yeah, now so in here the water drop here, and then will temperature lower than this one. After that goes to the condenser again. Now we can see here when the warm water is sprayed here and then air from here. Now so this pan will reject the heat, yeah, from this system. Yeah, in here main function of the fan. And then in here, warm water is sprayed and then goes down here, yeah. Beside in here, yeah, here. Now, so we have what we can call as fill packaging, yeah, packing, yeah, fill packing or packing material. Now, so content of the air, yeah, air temperature here, and then air from the surface of the fill packing here. Now, so inside of this here will occur what we can call as sensible heat and also latent heat. Yeah, we can see here. Now, the warm water is spread over the fill packing material of the cooling tower. Heat is transferred from the exposed space of water film. Where is it? This one, yeah. And this one. So let's say this one is inside of this cooling system, around this one. Yeah, surrounding around this one. Yeah, circle of it is circle, yeah, circle of the cooling tower here. Yeah. And so spray and then warm water here, drop here, yeah, beside here in the fill packing. If we look at in one part, in the small part here, the meaning there is control element will occur what we can call as sensible heat, yeah, QS, and also latent heat, QL. Yeah, now this one. Now, so this value of the sensible heat is given by this formula. Yeah, QS is equal to A multiply HC multiply TW minus TA. Where A is, look at here, it is small exposed surface of the water film. Yeah, now so A in here is cross-section area of the small control element of water film. Yeah, and HC in here is convective heat transfer coefficient of air. Yeah, here. And TW in here is temperature of the water film. And TA is temperature of the air. Yeah, and also when this latent heat occur here, the latent heat formulation is given by this one. Yeah, QL is equal to QM. Yeah, KM multiply MV F minus MVA multiply A HFG here. KM in here is mass transfer coefficient. MPF here is mass fraction of water vapor of exposed surface of water film here. And also MPA in here is mass fraction of the water vapor of air, yeah, that come from here. And then A same is small area, yeah, of this control element. And HFG in here is latent heat of vaporization at TW. Yeah. Now, so in here, because there is QS and QL, now so the total heat is given by summation of sensible heat and latent heat here. Yeah, now so meaning Q total is equal to QS plus QL. Yeah, this one. In here we can see that mass fraction of the water and mass fraction of the air, yeah, their values are given by this formula. So MPF, yeah, mass fraction of the surface of the water film, yeah, is given by rho V F over rho F. And then mass friction of the air is given by rho VA over rho A. And each value of the rho VF and also rho F here is given by this one. Yeah, rho VF is equal to P saturation at TW. Yeah, when the temperature of the surface of the water here, yeah, water film here, multiply MP. MP is molecular weight of the vapor is given by 18 kg per kilomole over RU. RU in here is universal cost constant. The value is 8.3143 kilojoule per kilomole Kelvin here. Yeah, this one. And also rho F in here is given by this value all and then plus VF MA over RUTW. Yeah, this one. And then value of rho VA is given by this one. Yeah, this value almost same. like this one is different only TA or TW here. Yeah, and then here we have the RH. RH is relative humidity of air. Okay, and then also same like this one, and this one also. Yeah, different. It is relative. It is pressure of the surface of the water film, and this one is pressure of the air here. Yeah, this one value. Okay, we can see for this example. A processed water enters a water cooling at 40 degrees Celsius and leaves 30 degrees Celsius. The ambient air flows in cross-flow configuration through the packing material of cooling tower at an average temperature 32 degrees Celsius and relative humidity of 70 degrees Celsius. The saturated vapor pressure and latent heat of the vaporization of the water at different temperature are shown in table below. That is one. For the value of saturated vapor pressure and latent heat, yeah, for the temperature level given like this one. Assume that competing heat and mass transfer coefficient of circulating air, yeah, are 5 watt per milli Kelvin, meter Kelvin, and 0.07 kilogram meter power 2 second, respectively. For the average temperature of the cooling tower, calculate the sensible, yeah, heat sensible meaning heat latent and total heat flux from the water to the circulating air. The relative humidity surrounding air is increased 100%. Yeah, this one. Okay, this one. So for this case, we want to find the value of heat sensible and heat latent here, and also their total. Yeah. So meaning we want to find the value of QS and QL and their total of the heat here. Yeah, that occur in this cooling tower system. Okay, we can see here this temperature is 40 degrees Celsius and 330 degrees Celsius, meaning like this one. Yeah. Let's say it is the cooling tower system. The warm water here has the temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. And then after that, go down. Okay, the cool water here, yeah, is collected in the basin and then will be flowed through this return pipe with the temperature is 30 degree Celsius. Yeah, this one. Now, so because there is difference between warm water here, 40 degrees Celsius, and also cool water, yeah, after the water is collected in this basin. Yeah, now so we have the average temperature. Yeah, it is summation of 40 degrees Celsius plus 30 degrees Celsius divided by 2. Yeah, this one for the solution. Now, so the average temperature in cooling tower, yeah, is 40 plus 30 degrees Celsius divided by 2. Yeah, it is 35 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it is temperature. It is as the water temperature for the average values, yeah, for this one. Okay, now if we refer this table, yeah, we want to know the saturated vapor pressure. Yeah, for the temperature is 35 in here. Yeah, or how many 35 in here. Okay, now so we have the saturated vapor pressure is 5.628 kVA. Now, so this one lah, the saturated vapor pressure at the exposed, yeah, surface water film for temperature 35 degrees Celsius is 5.628 kVA here. Yeah, or this one is 5.628 times 10 power 3 PA, yeah, Pascal. Okay, now we want to find the total value of the heat and then the total heat content of the sensible heat and also latent heat. If you want to find the latent heat here, look at here. We have formula or parameter friction, mass friction of the water vapor (MVF), and also friction of the air. Now, so we want to find the first mass friction of the water. This one. The partial density of the paper, because we can see here, formulation rho Vf, and then rho F here, we find the rho Vf and also rho F following this formulation. This one. Or if you want to find, before we want to find here, MPa, MPa is given by this one. So rho Va is equal to RH multiply P saturation at Ta over RUTA multiply MPa. Here. Now so the first we want to find, we want to find the value of the mass friction of the water, by using this formulation. So we can calculate it by using the formulation rho Vf is equal to RH P saturated at the 35 degrees Celsius MP over RU TW. Look here, RH is this one, following this relative humidity is 100. Now it's given by this one. Now 100 is meaning 1, can be written also 1. Now so 100% multiply P saturated taken from here, and then MP is given from this one, 18. 18. And then divided by RU. RU taken from this one, 8.3143 kilojoule per kilomole Kelvin. This one. And then TW we obtain here is 35 degrees Celsius. Should be converted to B Kelvin. Now so it should be added by 370. Now so the value of the partial density of the paper here at the surface of the water film is given by this value, 0.0396 kilogram per meter power 3. After that we want to find density of air vapor mixture at exposed surface water film. Following this formulation. Now so value here and then plus here. Remember in here, understand here. Now so should be like this one. It is same. This one is same. This one. And then in here, rho VAF MA over RU TW. Now so look at here. 100 minus 100% multiply 5. This one. 5.628. Multiply 10 power 3. Multiply 29. MA. MA come from here. 29. So divided by RU. RU same here. And then multiply TW, so same like this one. So if we calculate, we can obtain the value of rho F is equal to 1.1086 kilogram per meter cubic here. So the mass fraction of the water vapor is given by this formula. This formula come from this one. This one. Now so rho Vf over rho F is equal to this one, 0.0396 over 1.1086. So divided by is equal to 0.0357. This one. Remember, dimensionalis. This one. After that, we want to find the value of MPa here. MPa here. Why? Because we want to find the latent heat. MPa here. Okay, now we want to find it using this formulation. Now we want to find the rho VA and also rho A. Yeah, now so exactly, yeah, it is air. Yeah, air. In this one, for the air, yeah, this one, yeah, the temperature is 32 degrees Celsius and relative humidity RH in here, yeah, is 70%. Yeah, for the water is 100, this one is 70%. Now, so for this temperature, 32 degrees Celsius, if you look at directly from this table, no value, yeah, 32 degrees Celsius. The 32 is around here lah. So how many value of this saturated vapor pressure? Now, so for this value can be found, yeah, by using what we can call as interpolation formulation. Now, so like this one lah, yeah, the interpolation formulation x1, x2, y1, y2. Meaning in here, x1 is temperature, 30 and 35. Yeah, this one. It is 30 and this one 35 degrees Celsius. Degrees Celsius. And y1 here is, we can see here is 4.246. Yeah, now so we can write in here 4.246. Yeah, the unit is kVA. Yeah, kVA. And then y2 is equal to, we can see from here, yeah, this one, 5.628. Yeah, 5.628 kVA. Now, so we want to find, yeah, the saturated vapor pressure for the temperature is 32 degrees Celsius here. Now, so we can see, or we can use this formulation. Meaning in here, Y is equal to saturated vapor pressure, yeah, for the temperature 32 degrees Celsius is equal to this one. Here Y2 minus Y1 over Y over X2 minus X1. Yeah, multiply X minus X1 plus Y1. So this one is equal to Y2 is 5. So 5.628 minus Y1 4.246. Yeah, over 35 minus 32. Yeah, 30. Multiply X 32 minus 30. Yeah, and then after that, and this all, yeah, plus Y1. Y1 is 4.246. Now, so if we calculate this all value, the last we can obtain the value is 4.799 kVA. Now, this value for this one, yeah. Okay, it is saturated vapor pressure for the temperature 32 degrees Celsius. Its value can be obtained based on the interpolation formulation, this one. So we want to find the partial density of the vapor at airstream here, rho VA is equal to RH saturated, P saturated at the temperature 32 degrees Celsius, MP multiply RUTA. RH is given from this question, yeah, 70 degrees Celsius, 70%. Yeah, this one, multiply P saturated 32 degrees Celsius come from here. And then MP 18 from here. Yeah, 18. Okay, and then divided by RU. Yeah, same. RU come from here. Yeah, here 8.3143. This one. Yeah. Yeah, this one, yeah. Now, so plus, yeah, this one plus TA is 32. Now, so convert to be Kelvin should be added by 373 here. So we obtain the value is 0.0238 kilogram per meter cubic. And then we want to find rho A, density of the air paper mixture at the airstream. Now, so this all value same this case. And then it is, yeah, 100%, 100% minus 70% here. Yeah, this one. The same for this one. And here, look at here. It is 100 minus 70% of PA at the temperature 32 degrees Celsius. And then MA 29. Yeah, MA from here 29. Yeah, this one. Okay, now so divided by this one value of RU, and then temperature 32 degrees Celsius should be converted to be Kelvin, should be added 273 value here. Now, so we obtain the rho A is equal to 1.1291 kilogram per meter power 3. Okay, and so after that we can find the value of MPa based on this formulation. Yeah, MPa, rho VA over rho A. Okay, now so rho VA over rho VA is this one, 0.0238 divided by rho A is here 1.1291 here. Now, so we obtain value rho 0.0211 dimensionalis. Yeah, after obtain the value of this one, okay, mass friction of the air and also mass friction of the exposed surface of the water film. Now, so we can find the latent and sensible heat. Yeah, by using this formulation. Yeah, these two formulation. Okay, now we can see here the sensible heat is given by AHC multiplied TW minus TA. Yeah, look at here. Yeah, it is the small area of the control tube. In here we take per 1 meter power 2. Yeah, for the cross section area. Yeah, I write in here 1. And HC here, yeah, HC in here is 5. 5 come from the formulation, yeah, compactive heat here 5, and mass transfer is given by 0.07. Yeah, for this one after this. So TW is 35, TA is 32. Now, so we obtain the sensible heat is 50 watt per meter power 2, this one. Okay, after that we can find the latent heat. Latent heat is given by this formula. Yeah, this one. This formula come from this one, yeah. This one. Yeah, this one. And so QL is equal to Km multiply MPF minus MPa AHFG. Yeah, here. Now, so Km, yeah, from here is given by this question. Yeah, mass transfer coefficient. Yeah, 0.07 kilogram per meter power 2 second. Yeah, this one. And then MPF and MPa from here. Yeah, that we have calculated here. MPa, MPF here. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Now, so cross section area is A in here is 1 meter power 2. We take here per meter power 2. And then HFG, yeah, we can see from this formula, yeah, that is HFG, yeah, is latent heat of paper resin at TW. Yeah, this one. Yeah, 247.818 watt per meter power 2. The last result. Yeah, it is the HFG. 2401.6 multiplied 10 power 3. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Now, so we can obtain it from here for the latent heat for the temperature 35 degrees Celsius for the apparent. Yeah, this one. Okay, now so the total heat can be calculated by using this formula. Yeah, the total heat is summation of the sensible heat plus latent heat. Now, so 15 plus 247.18, we obtain the total heat is 262.18 watt per meter power 2. Yeah, this one. Okay, example 5, last example for this district cooling system. Consider 3 600 RT capacity chiller option to support the constant process cooling load of 600 RT. The first cost and efficiency of the 3 6 RT chiller option are presented in the table below. Yeah, this one. Meaning in here, yeah, we want to operate the chiller load is 6 RT for the capacity. Yeah, we want to operate or design lah. Yeah, chiller load is equal to 600 RT refrigerant ton. Now we propose 3 chiller option. Option 1, option 2, option 3. With the first cost, for the each option is given by this one. Chiller option 1, this one, option 2, this one, and also third option, this one, for the chiller first cost. And then for the chiller efficiency, if option is given by this one. For the first 0.5, the second 0.55, and the third 0.65. Now, if the chiller operate 10 hours per day and 300 days per year, and the tariff 0.43 Rm per kilowatt hours, and electricity cost escalation is 2% per year. And so please compute life cycle cost for a 10 years period based on the following assumption from this question. Yeah, meaning we want to find the total cost for the 3 chiller option for this condition, and then we want to decide which one chiller option that is suitable to be applied for this case. For the chiller load is around 600 RT. How to do it? Now so please calculate the first for the energy, after that for the cost. For the year 1, year 2, year 3 until year 10, and then calculate the total, including this chiller first cost. We can see for the example, chiller option 1. Because the chiller option 1 has efficiency 0.5. So this one, it is for the chiller 1. Consider the chiller efficiency 0.5 kilowatt per RT. The electrical energy cost for year 1. This one, it is time until here, time. And this one is power, power capacity, or chiller load, and this one, it is multiplied by the efficiency power, and then price here, price. Now, so we obtain the electrical energy. Following this question, that the time is 10 hours per day and 300 days per year. So we can write in here 10 hours per day, 300 days per years, and then power capacity of chiller or chiller load 600 RT, and then multiply its efficiency 0.5 kilowatt per RT. Now this RT cut we obtain power, and then price. Now so for the year one we obtain this one 387,000 RM. Okay, per year per year based on this formula, based on the question, that electricity cost escalation is 2% per year. Now so the second year this value should be multiplied 1 plus 2%. Meaning year 2, the energy cost is equal to energy cost year 1 multiply 1 plus this escalation 2%. We obtain 394,740. And then for the year 3, same, this value 394,740 should be multiplied this one 1 plus 2%. After that, same until 10 years. This one. Okay, it is for the chiller option 1. For the chiller option 2, same. The difference only this one, efficiency. Do until do calculation from the first one until year 10. And then same for the chiller option 3. The difference only here also. For the efficiency is 0.65. Calculate following the same way. Okay, this one. Now so if we finish all, calculate option 1 from the first year until 10, calculate option 2 from the first until 10, calculate option 3 from the first year until year 10, which the its efficiency. Now so we obtain one table from the question, including the initial year. This initial year, this one, are obtained from this question, from this one. It is for the chiller first cost, including here. Follow lah option 1, option 2, option 3. After that, here lah we calculate following this all, its chiller option from the year 1 until year 10. This one, this one, this one. After that, please add all for this case, for this case. Okay, and then after this, we want to decide, we want to take a conclusion, for the decision. Okay, now so look at from the comparison of 3 electrical costs. This one is 3 electrical costs from this 3 chiller option. Now so can be analyzed. The first, the electrical cost includes to operate the option 1. Look at the option 1 for the first year here. Lowest, from year 1. Meaning option 1 is lowest, compare option 2, option 3. Although the capital cost option 1 is higher. We can see here for the capital cost, option 1 is higher. Compare option 2 and also compare option 3. But in terms of the total, the option 1 is still lowest. Compare option 2 and also compare option 3. Now in here, if we want to apply this condition, we can choose based on the lowest electrical cost. Now, so in here we can decide that this option 1 can be select. Yeah, this one. Yeah, now see it is example. Yeah, to decide which one chiller option is suitable to be applied if we want to design, we want to construct, we want to build 600 RT chiller. Yeah, this one. Okay, thank you very much.